prayer, uniting people everywhere. Uniting people everywhere, transcending language, time, and race, rhythm, building at a pace, will transform most any place into a holy sacred place. So let us all come together and seek God's blessings.
ஐந்து கரத்தனை ஆனை முகத்தனை இந்தில் இளம் பிறை பாலும் ஏற்றனை நந்தி மகத்தனை ஞான கொழுந்தினை புந்தியில் வைத்து அடி போற்றுகின்றேனே.
நமஸ்தேஸ்து மகாமாயே ஸ்ரீபீఠே சுரபூஜிதே சங்கசக்ர கதாஹஸ்தே மகாலக்ஷ்மி நமோஸ்துதே. நமஸ்தே गरुडारूढे कोलासुरभयङ्करी सर्वपापहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते. सर्वज्ञे सर्ववरदे सर्वदुष्टभयङ्करी सर्वदुःखहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते. सिद्धिबुद्धिप्रदे देवी मुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदायिनी मन्त्रमूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते.
I would like to call upon Jayashree from third year of BCom CS to deliver the welcome address.
Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. A very good morning to one and all present here. I'm Jayashree, receiving final year of BCom Corporate Secretaryship in this great institution. It's obvious that I feel very honored and excited to start this auspicious occasion by heartily welcoming everyone for the 79th day of MAHA Webinar Marathon 100 Days. This webinar, Campus to Corporate, is built in intent to have a great idea about corporate sector with active and interactive session organized jointly by the Department of Corporate Secretaryship and IQAC. First, I would like to thank our college management for giving us permission to conduct such an amazing webinar in this auspicious day. Stars shine at night, but some stars shine at bright daylight. It gives immense pleasure for me to welcome one such star, Mrs. KATHYAINI VVS, Managing Director of Career School, our honorable chief guest of today's webinar. It's a pleasure for me to extend a cheerful welcome to you, ma'am. Your presence makes us feel very happy. A glad welcome to our beloved chairman, Thiru S. Kunjithabadam sir, Managing Director, Thiru S.K. Thirukumaran sir, an amiable welcome to our respected principal, ma'am, Dr. R. Kumudini ma'am, a glorious welcome to Vice Principal Dr. S. Ramasamy sir, and Academic Vice Principal Dr. U. Indumati ma'am, a person with great vision and mission, an icon for hard work. A warm and respectful welcome to our beloved HOD, Mrs. N. Kalevani ma'am, who puts her soul and heart in uplifting others. Sunshine is a welcome thing. It brings a lot of brightness. A great welcome to Preeta ma'am and Nasat Fatima ma'am, who are all the sunshine of our department. I extend my welcome to all technical department staffs and students coordinators who are supporting us in this auspicious day. I welcome all dignitaries who gave their valuable presence to this webinar. Last but not the least, I sincerely welcome all my smart and intelligent student friends who gave their valuable support for conducting this webinar. You are all welcome as the flowers in the May. I hope the program will be great, successful, and useful to everyone. And I hope you will all surely enjoy this program. Once again, it's my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jayashree. Now, I request Abhirami of third year BCom CS to introduce our chief guest, Mrs. Kathyayini ma'am, to the gatherings.
Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Abhirami from third year BCom CS. Takes an immense pleasure of introducing our speaker of the day, KATHYAINI VVS. She has been graduated with MBA HR. She has 7 years of experience in corporate as HR. Ma'am has worked in MNCs like Mr. Cooper and HCL Technologies and handled in recruitment, employee engagement, employee relations, and performance management. Now she has established her own training and recruitment organizations, which is Career School HR Solution. It has partnered with various MNCs in India and US to support them for their hiring process. By now, they have trained and hired 1,000+ job seekers so far and providing career guidance to the college students. Being a student of Mahalashmi Women's College of Arts and Science, I'm very happy for the guidance you're about to give you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhirami. Now, I request our principal ma'am to address our chief guest.
Good morning, Kathyayini.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you all?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for joining with us. Okay, so this MAHA webinar marathon. So we are all eagerly waiting along with our students to take the inputs from you. Okay, from campus to corporate. We are happy to have you on the session. Okay, so when we have started this MAHA webinar marathon, we never think that how many the resource person would join with us. Okay, we are so happy that you have joined on this webinar marathon. We are all awaiting to you, Ms. Kathyayini.
Thanks for a warm welcome, and it's my pleasure to be part of this great, marathon webinar marathon, which is conducted for students who are going to complete and who just joined. So it's my pleasure, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for warm welcome.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, because there are so many hurdles because these students are coming after 500 man days lost after COVID. Okay, so definitely they are not aware of what is the situation, how the situation. Okay, the pandemic has entirely toppled the career industry, right? The career options also. So definitely it would help them to gain an insight into the thing. Thank you so much for joining with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I kindly request our chief guest, Ms. Kathyayini ma'am, to extend the enlightenment of campus to corporate.
Thanks a lot, everyone. And good morning to all students and the management of Mahalashmi College. And I really pleasure to be part of this great session. So thanks to everyone, and it's a nice hosting here and very nice coordination, and special thanks to students for waiting for the session and being patient to understand the situation and adjust with the online classes and all this. Great appreciations to everyone, the students who are like supporting the college management and concentrating and focusing on the studies. And thanks to everyone for joining in. So my name is Kathya. You have already heard about me. I'm not going to talk about me much. And we will discuss about the topic. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and due to this rain, I'm also working from home. I couldn't, go to office and introduce my career school HR team and all this. So please bear with me, but I will ensure that it is going to be an interactive session with all the students. And so, guys, feel free to be very open with me, and we can discuss about a lot of things in this session, campus to corporate. So the topic is actually kind of, huge. We'll maximum discuss about the necessary things that you should know in this session, right? I believe I have all BCom students, first year, second year, and third year. So it is very important for you to understand about the journey between this campus to corporate, right? So students are joining in. The people who just joined, I just wanted to see. Okay, I have around 80 people in this session. Students, can you please mention your name in the chat box? Just for my understanding, I can know who all are there in the session. I want student names to be mentioned in the chat box. Right. So yeah, I'm seeing the names. Superb. Thank you. So please mention your name for me so that I can understand who all are there in the session. So today we are going to talk about this journey from your campus to corporate. How do we build your road? I mean, it's kind of, the beautiful roadmap that you're going to create today for your future and for your career, right? So yeah, it is very important in this period because whatever you have done so far, it is just a learning process and understanding, uh, you know, for the surroundings us, right? You are not going to think about your career or something. It is like just until you're +2, it is just to know things around you. But now in this graduation, it is very important to focus on your career, right? So the graduation and post graduation, I would call it as a roadmap for your career, right? So since it is kind of, pandemic, as ma'am said, you have to be more cautious, right? More focused into your career. Of course, it is required in this, the situation that we are in. But it is not too difficult if you plan for it, right? So I'll also in this session, it is not going to be that I will be talking and you guys will be listening. And I would love to meet you people in person. Unfortunately, we are not able to see you people face to face. But definitely, I want to be, like have an interactive session here. So please feel free to ask any questions, or if you can't understand what I'm explaining, any particular topic, you can ask me to repeat, right? So yeah, so in this journey, campus to corporate, you will have a lot of levels, steps that you need to cross, right? First thing, obviously, you need to focus on your education. You need to complete it with the, good percentage of marks, and also the live learning, right? It is very important to understand the subject, not only the marks. You all know it. I don't need to especially mention that point. So it is very important to understand the live things that are related to your education, right? So after this, you will have campus interviews. So today I'm going to talk about the, the journey, how to reach the corporate, whatever industry you call it, banking, BFSI, or IT, or non-IT, BPO, right? Any industry. How do we create our roadmap? How do we reach that step and start our career and have a strong career towards our life is what we are going to discuss here, right? I can see a lot of names here. 34 people have mentioned their names. Thanks to everyone who have given the names here in the chat box for me. Okay, love to see the same Josh throughout the session, right? And definitely I'm promising everybody, here, Mahalashmi College, I'll definitely meet you people in person. We'll have a beautiful session again. Interacting with you all face to face would be a great one. Definitely will have. So now today you have to be little open and discuss a lot of things here in the session. So I would say you have to be prepared for the campus and campus interviews and the corporate, the first step that you're going to take in your career. right? So to suggest you people, I mean, what you need to plan and how do we plan and how do we reach that stage, I would say this is high time for the final year students. For the final year students, it is actually high time. You need to, if you have already started, well and good, appreciate your efforts. If you have not started, it is high time, do that immediately, right? And the second year and first year people, definitely you have to focus on this, career steps that you're going to take. And you need to start your preparation towards it. For everybody, first year, second year, and third year, there are three things that I'm going to tell you in this session, right? Three things, important things that you need to keep it in your mind and work on it from today itself, right? So even if you want, you can note down, or if you want to discuss with me on the questions that you have in your mind, I would love to clarify your doubts as well, right? Okay, right. So three things that I'm going to talk about: first year, second year, third year students. Apart from your percentage marks and your books and your your education, you need to focus on the communication. You all know it. Communication is very, very important for the career, right? Under communication, I'm going to talk about a lot, not only English. Remember, we will discuss about a lot of things. And the second thing that I'm suggesting you people to be very clear and understand in this journey from campus to corporate, right? The companies, the organizations who are going to, take interview and hire you, their expectations are not only communication. There are two more things that they are expecting. There are two more things that they are expecting. You have to be little cautious and focus on the other two parts as well, right? First thing that they are expecting, communication, that we are going to, start preparing. Already you guys would have started. I believe that. The second thing is right attitude. The companies are looking at the students. Of course, I won't call you as candidate or job seeker, obviously, but right now you are like fresh graduates who are just coming out of colleges. A lot of companies will be looking at fresh graduates because you people are open to learn anything and related to the organization. You're very much keen to get into it and learn and grow in the company. So that is the advantage that you guys have right now than the other people, seniors, you're like, the previous batch and all, right? So right attitude, also a kind of, huge thing that we need to know a lot of things under it. I will again explain you, right? I will make you understand what is right attitude. In between, I would be looking at the chat box for any questions if I get from the students, right? The third thing that I'm going to tell you is process knowledge. Remember, guys, process knowledge is very important, and it definitely plays major role in this journey. Campus to corporate, process knowledge is also very important. So three things that we are going to discuss quickly: communication, right attitude, and process knowledge. These three, if you build these three, definitely you're going to get a nice career. I'm not going to say job. Nice career, nice job, which is kind of, your dream job or the goal that you set. Definitely you're going to step into it and have a strong career towards your life as well, right? So these are the three things. Before, starting your campus interviews or entering to your third year final sem or something, these are the three things that you have to be, thoroughly practiced and ready for the corporate life. Any industry, I'm not talking about industries, I'm not talking about domain or organizations, specific organizations or something as such. It is for everybody who, want to start, the people who want to start their career. Business people and all, I'm not talking about the people who have plans to, get into business kind of entrepreneur life. I'm talking about people who are planning to get into an organization and build their career as an employee, right? So before talking about these three things that I told you right now, any questions, anything that you have in your mind, guys? I can see a lot of girls. It is beautiful session. Divya, Aishwari, Yoashri, Shakti, Suganya, Vijayalakshmi. Oh my God. Super. Ma'am, it is actually kind of, I'm so happy to have a session with the girls, I mean, women's college, especially always like, it is beautiful when we interact. Okay. So yes, Dhanalakshmi, you have it out. Yes, please go ahead. Appreciate your first step. You're on mute, Dhanalakshmi. Unmute yourself and speak.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Dhanalakshmi.
Ma'am, presently I am pursuing UG in second year. I have a doubt that whether it is safer to choose HR in MBA.
Okay, very nice question, Dhanalakshmi. And it is not only for Dhanalakshmi. I believe for everybody, it will be, kind of one plan in your mind, one thought in your mind. So yes, I mean, I will talk about this, but not only HR, whatever you want to do in your career, right? You need to understand a couple of things here, right? First thing, the profession that you're going to choose, will it be helpful for your nature, right? So the person who is always like, very good in kind of sitting and working with system, having, good knowledge in terms of numbers and Excel sheet and all this, and he's like very much comfortable sitting in one place and, working with the system and projecting something like, not too much interacting with the people, right? Those kind of, situations, right? HR will not be always suitable, right? The person like me, and of course I believe like so many people are here in this session who are like very much kind of, love to interact with people, love to support and help people and guide them and talk to them and, build a conversation and all. These kind of people, HR will be definitely suitable. So it is not only, having a good career or something. You need to see whether it is suitable for your nature and your style of, I would say like your way of working, right? If it is, if you feel, yes, I'm very much, comfortable and I would love my job, then definitely go towards it. You will have a great career. The same time, HR is something like, again, marketing or any operations management or something. If you're not interested or not very keen to interact with people and project something and discuss something, kind of, if you are very introvert, then let's not go for it, right? Choose something finance, where you will be working for kind of financial kind of activities in the organization, where your job is not involved into uh, so much of interaction. Then Lakshmi, did I answer? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thanks. So this is for everybody. Before choosing your career, before planning your career, you need to see a couple of things. One is your nature, whether it will be, suitable and you would love your job or not is something that you need to take it into consideration. The second thing is, what are the opportunities available outside in the industry, in the market, right? You need to be, you need to have an understanding about the opportunities and the organizations that those are hiring this kind of skill set, right? So seeing the industry, seeing the opportunities available outside, then you can plan your career, right? Either ways, if you love the job that you're going to choose, and you will have a lot of opportunities, then that is the best career that you're going to plan and take it and achieve it for sure, right? Or if you feel, I would love it, definitely it will be suitable for me, whatever career it is, banking, financial thing, or you take it marketing, you take it operations or technical or HR. If you feel that is not suitable for me, I'm not going to have job satisfaction, then don't go for it. At the same time, opportunities outside. If you have done a course which you love, but there are no opportunities outside, again, it is very difficult for you to have a strong career, right? So this is the suggestion that I would give you. Not like, okay, my friends are doing, I'm also doing. My parents asked me to do, so I'm also, doing the same thing. I decided to become an HR or financial person. Not like this. You need to understand your, like how to say, your nature of work and your way of style of, your work. You need to choose the career. Once you choose the career, once you decide, okay, this is my career, then these three things are applicable here, which I'm going to explain you, which we already talked about. The communication and process knowledge, I mean, right attitude and process knowledge, however you call it, right? So communication, let's talk about communication. Another 5 minutes, I'll explain you what is exactly the communication from organization's perspective, right? So communication is not only English. I'm not talking about English, right? Whatever language you are communicating, right, you're talking, it should be understandable, and you should be able to convey the message effectively, right? So you will have something in your mind, right? You want to convey to the other person. You should be able to convey the same message however you want to. Then this is the right communication. That's what even organizations expect, right? Organizations, of course, English is mandatory here because nowadays projects and companies, everything is globalized, right? We will have different kind of people from uh, other places in India and of course other countries. So as part of our job, we need to have a conversation, we need to interact with them. So English is definitely playing major role here in the organizational culture. So that is important. That's why even organizations will be looking at good communication skills in English, right? So under communication, I would say yes, English is also important. At the same time, you need to have a strong, conversation. Like building conversation is something nice skill that you should start from today itself. Practice with your friends, right? Your management would have already told you, your lecturers and your friends, your um, the people that you like probably mentors and all would have already told you that you need to practice. But couple of things that you need to keep it in mind under communication. Companies are not expecting American English or something, foreign English or something, because they know that our mother tongue is not English. If you are able to speak without grammar mistakes and able to convey the right message in a right way, understandable way, that is definitely good to go. But confidence is something that you need to build. When will we get the confidence? If you're clear and if you know what you're talking and your mind is connected with the conversation that you are doing, then you will get the confidence. You have something in mind, but you're not able to convey the same message, then definitely you will not have the confidence. So practice, even in Tamil, if you are talking, even in your mother tongue, if you are talking, understand that conveying the message as it is right communication. So let's practice the same thing. Am I able to build a conversation with the people without any kind of fear? I'm explaining what I want to, do, what I want to convey. Am I able to, deliver the message is important under communication apart from English. I will also, before going to next topic, I mean the right attitude, I'll give you a little bit suggestion. Don't think about people will be laughing. My friends in the college will be laughing if I start talking in English. definitely it is mandatory for everybody to start practicing communication, because this is the first step in the interview when you go for campus or even off campus or outside companies. When you go for walk-in interviews, first filtering itself will happen, considering communication of the candidates, right? So practice well, don't think about people. They will also do the same thing, seeing you achieving next, goals, right? If you are building your career, they will also follow and they will also start doing the same thing. So don't think about people. And one good thing for you people here, everyone is like kind of, I can see the Josh in the girls. So definitely, I believe next time when I'm meeting you in person, everyone will be reaching that expectations of the organizations in terms of communication, right? So that is one thing. So the right attitude, the second thing that you need to build is right attitude. You go for HR job, you go for finance kind of profession, or you take marketing or something, right attitude is something companies are definitely looking at, right? If you understand campus interview, so many people will be attending, right? How many are getting jobs? Only the 10%. 100 people are attending interview, only 10 or 15 maximum will be getting jobs. On what basis they are selecting people, right? We have set the goal. I have taken my HR, or I have taken my finance. I want to get into the job, get into the corporate organization in my campus interviews. So this is your goal. You have already set the goal, right? So what is your preparation? One thing that we understand, communication. You will improve. The second thing is right attitude. These are the three things that they are going to check in the interview, campus interview, to take the people to their organization, right? To take the people to their organization, definitely they're going to see these three things, especially for students, fresh graduates, college students. Companies will definitely not expect any superb technical knowledge or in-depth process knowledge, domain knowledge, and all. Basic things, basic communication with the confidence and all, right attitude, process knowledge, they will hire you, right? So under right attitude, what is this right attitude? Attitude is kind of, huge word that I told you at the beginning of the session. So how do we understand about this attitude? From organization perspective, right? It is not kind of, like you don't understand. It is not like you don't understand. You can clearly understand what is the expectation from the organization in terms of right attitude. Organization is expecting the person to be little flexible, to join the company and learn from the organization, learn from the team, and support the business and organization, right? And always interested to take part of the any initiatives that they are, planning. Overall, supporting the organization and looking at the company's growth as right attitude. It is not individual choice or individual priorities you will have and you will go for job and apply for it and attend the interview. Definitely, along with our individual choice and priorities, we should also be ready to support the company and their business and company's career growth. I mean, the company's growth. The people who understand employees' growth and the career growth of the employees will be depending on organization's growth is the right attitude and right employee, right candidate to hire. So usually you will see that, in resumes, everyone writes that, I'm flexible. I'm like, I'll be ready for challenges and all this. So this is the right time in interview. The organizations will definitely check whatever you have mentioned in your resume and whatever you are like communicating in the interview, you have the right attitude or not. Are you, really actually flexible and interested, and you're thinking and you're committed to the organization's growth? So very clearly, if you need to understand, sample questions, I'll tell you, example questions. If interviewer or organization is asking you, are you flexible to work in any shift? Or another question, example question. If any week offs like Saturday, Sunday, or any week off, if you have any critical business requirement, if you need to support your team and your managers, would you be interested to extend and work or work on week offs? The person who is flexible and thinking about the company's, the critical business requirements and giving them commitment that yes, I will be flexible. I'll support my managers and management of the project. I'll be a little flexible and supporting my business is a right candidate. So this is about right attitude. Any questions on communication part that I explained you and right attitude? I think 1 hour is the time that they have given me. I don't know if it is kind of 1 hour it'll be log out or something, but I would love to see some questions from the students on the points that we discussed in this journey. Anyone wants to unmute and speak or write the question in the chat box? We discussed about communication and right attitude as two major points that you need to keep it in mind to build your journey from campus to corporate. Okay, I would take it as no questions. Okay, let me explain you the. Dhanlakshmi, you got a question? Okay,
No,
fine.
ma'am, I'm clear
You don't
with
have.
it, what you have
You're clear
explained.
with that.
Yes.
Okay, okay, fine. So I think we can move to next point, and then end of the session we'll have little bit interactive time. So the third one that I'm going to tell you, process knowledge. Process knowledge is something. If anybody knows about process knowledge, I would love to see some messages in the chat box. What is process knowledge that I'm talking about? When I say process knowledge, what is it actually? For example, you guys are BCom, right? So organizations will be expecting, apart from communication and right attitude, little bit process knowledge from the candidate to hire. Process knowledge is your domain, like whatever domain you're like, you're pursuing graduation and you're planning to have your career into that domain, having fair understanding about things, right? Example, I'll take HR. So Dhanlakshmi was asking if I take HR, would it be a right option, right? So HR, if you decide to take HR, apart from communication and right attitude, organizations will be expecting you to have at least basic understanding, basic knowledge. What is HR? What is human resource function? How does it work? What are the roles and responsibilities that you're going to play? Definitely, they're not going to ask you like, how do you hire 100 people in a kind of short time, like a week? Not like in-depth kind of challenging questions that you're going to face. Nothing, but basic understanding about your domain. What is hiring? What is recruitment? How do you hire? Right? How do you do the interview process, like screening? There are multiple things under HR, right? So how do you recruit people? How do you choose people? You should have a basic understanding about activities that are part of human resource department. Recruitment, employee engagement, employee management, performance management, all these are under HR. At the same time, let's take finance. If you have a goal to become a finance professional, when you attend the interviews or campus or something, campus interviews or off campus, whatever you call it, right? In this journey, you need to definitely improve your knowledge into your domain, your process, right? You can expect some questions, you can expect some kind of, you know, related to your domain. The questions would be example questions, I can tell you, for your better understanding. One MBA or a BCom finance graduate, right? Basic questions like what is banking process? What is EMI? What is loan process? How does it work? Mortgage, right? Any basic things that you need to, you know, have a better understanding. And also communication will help you here to explain them the things that you already know and have in your mind. HR related things for HR people, finance related things that they should know about banking, finance, insurance. What is insurance? How does it work? What is EMI? Calculation. How do you calculate EMI? Interest. So people are getting rejected because of, you know, they're not confident or they don't have at least basic understanding about the process that they are going to step into. So definitely companies will be ready to hire and train you, but not with zero knowledge. Definitely not with zero knowledge, right? So start understanding your domain, start understanding about your industry, whatever career plan that you have right now, whatever you have chosen, you need to start building your the future from now itself. Finally, your students, it is high time to improve your communication and have a little bit process knowledge, understand about things, and having a right attitude to attend the campus interviews or the direct interviews that you attend, whatever it is. But students, HRs and organizations will be expecting these three things. If you say, I have good communication skills, and I know about my industry, I have fair understanding about things that are happening in my industry, which is process knowledge, and I'm very good in kind of flexibility and supporting the business, understanding about the organizations critical requirements, I'm very much ready to support the organization. Definitely you will be hired, you will be placed in your campus interviews itself. After that, already you have planned for career which is suitable to your nature, suitable for your kind of attitude. So definitely you will have a great, strong, beautiful career towards your life. So these are the three things that I want to convey today and suggest you people to build your career and have a beautiful journey from campus to corporate. I have a question from Dhanalakshmi again. I think Dhanalakshmi, yes. How to improve communication, English vocabulary. Okay. So Dhanalakshmi, is that your question? Okay, she's on mute. But anyways, I got the question. Let me tell you quickly the tips. Okay, sure, Dhanalakshmi. So English, okay, particularly Dhanalakshmi is asking about English. English definitely, it'll be possible only when you practice, right? Practice in the sense you need to start talking and have that daily routine in speaking in English. Otherwise, when you directly go for an interview or directly you go and interact with any people for a professional meeting or something, it'll be very difficult for you to maintain and handle that situation. So make it part of your routine and have the kind of confidence in you and start speaking English from today itself. To speak and have confidence, you need to have, a little bit, obviously strong, not little bit, right? Strong understanding about grammar. So read grammar, first understand about grammar, sentence making and all this, and then start using them to at least another 1 or 2 months, definitely you will see the change in your English communication. And first step is the 50% part of success. So starting and accepting that, yes, I need to improve my English communication is a 50% success, I would say. People will not agree that, no, I'm good in speaking. Or reasons like, yeah, I studied in government school, my mother tongue is Tamil. When you start focusing on reasons than improving your skills, right, then it is difficult, right? Accept the areas that you need to improve and start building your knowledge into it. Understand the grammar, Dhanlakshmi. First of all, it is not only for Dhanlakshmi, everyone in this session. Read grammar, understand the structure of sentence making and everything. Practice it in your daily routine. And try to reach one by one step. Talk to your friends in the college and prepare for interviews. Even if you feel, okay, at the beginning of stage, my English is not that great, people will be laughing or something. Yeah, obviously, will have that fear, right? You practice alone at home, right? You practice alone, starting the conversations. You think that, okay, if I'm attending an interview or if I'm talking to my, lecturers or my friends, how do I speak in English? How do I, convey the message in English? So definitely you will be able to, get that fluency, Dhanlakshmi, and other girls as well. Girls, come on, I'm expecting a lot of questions. I think, ma'am, is it 12 o'clock? I mean, the schedule is at 12?
Yeah, of course, ma'am.
Log out will happen? Okay, fine. Do we have time or we need to finish it off?
Yeah, we can finish it, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So yeah, what I'll do quickly. Girls, obviously we will have a lot of questions and we definitely need to have more sessions like this. I would be expecting, questions from you, not only in this session. You can take my WhatsApp number from your management. Anytime you can reach out to me as an HR. I would love to support the people in terms of career, education, and jobs, interview related questions. Anytime anybody can message me on my WhatsApp, I would love to clarify your doubts. So yeah, I don't see any questions. I think I'm done. Thanks
Thank
to the
you very
people.
much, ma'am.
Yes. Go ahead, ma'am, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I request the students to fill the feedback which is available in the chat box.
Ma'am,
Thank
I would request to share my WhatsApp number with the students. If they
Yeah, of course, ma'am.
hesitate to ask you the question or something, it would be like always open for them to reach out to me on my WhatsApp.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Thanks to you all, ma'am, the management of Mahalashmi College. It's a great session. I would love to meet you people in person. I'll do it. And thanks a lot, students. Girls, love to see you all in person meeting. I'll be waiting for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you expresses extreme gratitude, humility, understanding. I request third year BCom CS of Asmis to extend a hearty gratitude to all. Good morning, one and all present here in this webinar. I would like to present the vote of thanks. It is a matter of pride for me. I got a chance to thank everyone present here. I take this an opportunity to thank the respected chief schedule to grace this event. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging for our career on this special webinar. We will cultivate the advice you gave us in real life. Thank you, ma'am. It's my pleasure to thank our dignitaries, principal ma'am, staff members, our college management, and technician teams who arranged this wonderful webinar for us. Last but not least, I thank our students for enthusiastically participating in this webinar. I hereby sincerely thank each and every one
wholeheartedly for glorifying this webinar with your glorious presence. Sujata, thank you, Sujata ma'am, for arranging resources person for this webinar. Thank you, everyone.